what is up everyone? Pastor Jams here, back with another video and another segment of Where's, the segment on this channel where we talk about an artist or a band who have been off the radar for quite some time, seeing if they've done any interviews, any inside hints to what their future plans are, or if they're going to do any singles, EPs, or what most fans would want, an album. However, today we have a special case because it's Travis Scott, who has been on the radar for quite some time and in hot water since the beginning of November of 2021. November 5th to be exact, because that is the heartbreaking tragedy of the Astroworld Fest concert, or whatever you want to call it. He actually released two singles, Mafia and Escape Plan, which I did a first reaction to, and that later that night, this tragedy occurred, and I was just so heartbroken and disgusted about how someone and his team can have such high negligence for the lives of their fans and people in general. So yeah, I'm just going to dive right into what I think is going to happen to him. He's in some real hot water, which I'll get into details about. I did quite a bit of research of this and did a paper on it last semester for my Texas government class. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. So Travis Scott, 30-year-old rapper, singer, songwriter from Houston, Texas, is under a bunch of flame and heat for he does like annual Astroworld Fest concerts since 2018. In November 5th, 2021, sadly, 11 people so far have lost their lives, and over 300 plus have been injured and gone to the hospital for whatever reason. He's accumulated over 2,800 cases, lawsuits against him, which is now announced today that it's all being compiled together into one giant case. This is going to hurt him quite a bit financial wise. Not only to mention he's going through other things in his life, like having his second child soon, and dealing with this, and dealing with releasing another album soon, and dealing with the public image in general. I know he did like an interview or something with Charlemagne the God, but I'm not going to watch that. I have no intentions of watching that. I think that's probably the worst person who could have interviewed him, and I could care less what they talked about, because the apology video that he also did, yeah, it didn't really feel genuine. I his somebody on his team probably should have told him to do better. But hey, at least we see the true sides of him. And I'm not really saying this or that about the guy. I'm just saying, like, as an artist standpoint, you got to take care of your fans, especially in concerts. People could get wild, which I find kind of controversial in itself, because he kind of not kind of, he does promote this type of energy in his concerts and in Astroworld Fest. And I just, if the question that I'm going to answer is, if Utopia, which is his new album that is supposed to come out, if it were to drop right now, would I listen to it? Yes, and I would review it, because the same reasons you would. But I feel like some lyrics would be modified. I feel like right now he's modifying the album, because to me he has to kind of drive away from those lyrics that incite this rager energy and just going wild and crazy. Feel like he has to tone it down. Is it going to mess up the album? I don't know. But I would listen to it, because I would be watching out for that. If he would continue to promote this sort of rager style, just crazy energy and just mosh pitting stuff like that. I'm not saying he's going to stop that altogether, because I mean, he's Travis Scott. He's going to keep doing what he's doing. But is he going to dial it back a bit? Is he going to learn his lesson? Is he going to learn from this experience? And I'm not saying this is for the benefit of him. The people who are injured and lost their lives, it's heartbreaking, and I think that not only should Travis be punished for this, but I think his team as well. The director of the concert should be punished, regardless of whether he told Travis he can't stop or not. I think Travis should have stopped the concert in anyways. And what's even more wilder is that Travis has been making big moves in these recent years, with franchises, making big deals, doing a bunch of marketing stuff, his own clothing line. all this together has made him rise up to the top in net worth and stuff like that. He's making like big things for himself, and now to see it all crumble down in just one night. Um, in terms of Utopia, I think that we probably would have had another single by now, or an announcement of another single. If not, we would have had like the announcement of the album Utopia. I was thinking maybe late spring, early summer of 2022, but now that this tragedy occurred, I think it's going to be pushed back farther. Maybe even into next year. This album won't be scrapped. He'll probably have too much of like ego pride thing going on, that it's too much of a already made album. He's not going to scrap it. But I do think, like I said earlier, is I think he's going to modify some of the lyrics, maybe even scrap a song or two, just to deviate himself away from that negative energy. Because if he, to me, honestly, if he still continues to promote this type of energy and like actions to the fans, he's gonna get a lot of backlash, and just really shows that he doesn't care. So yeah, things are not looking too well for Travis or his team. Like I said, just this morning it was announced that the 2,800 lawsuits filed against him is being compiled into one giant lawsuit in Texas. So, let me know what you all think, and that was pretty much the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. See you all in the next video. Peace and stay safe.